I get asked this question a lot. What is the best way to get new customers into my contracting business? There's a lot of ways, but in this video, I'm going to talk about my 7 favorite ways that I've seen work the best. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Micah McLean, and I'm the founder of Search Could Grow, a lead gen focused marketing agency for contractors. And I've been in the direct response and marketing area for about 18 years now, and I've helped thousands of local businesses and contractors create leads on demand for their business. All right, so let's dig into it. My number 1, and it should be your number 1, referrals. I don't care what industry and what kind of business you have, referrals are absolutely always the strongest form of lead. Someone has gone out of their way to tell somebody how great you are as a service professional, and that's going to carry a lot of weight. Referrals are great because they come recommended strongly from another person, and what happens is that person is going to be very likely to contact you. And even if they contact other competitors and they're getting other bids, they're going to be more likely to choose you as a professional. So not only are they great, high trust, and free in a sense, but they're very likely to convert to a job. Next up, number 2, Google Business Profile and other online review platforms like Yelp, Facebook, and others. Now, the reason these type of platforms are so powerful is years ago, a large marketing company did a survey that determined that in general, 90% of people view an online review as strongly as a recommendation from a personal friend. So my number 1 was referrals. Number 2 is going to be online referrals or online reviews. Every time you have a positive review about your company, it tells somebody that you are trustworthy. And when people see that, it's going to make a major impact in their buying decision. Not only does it influence their buying decision, but it influences your visibility in the first place. So if you have a Google Business Profile and you have 100 5-star reviews and maybe a couple 4-star reviews, your average review rating is like a 4.8 or a 4.9, and the next guy only has like 20 reviews, you're going to get seen more than him. And because you have such a strong online review presence, they're going to choose you to do business with more often, even if they see the next person. So reviews help you get seen more and get more jobs. Let's get into number 3, building a great website. Not a free Wix website or free GoDaddy Builder website, a great website. Ultimately, when people are finding you online, even from referrals and from other sources, they're going to end up checking out your website. They're going to see you. The quality of that website, the design, the words you choose, the pictures you show, everything that's on that website paints a picture of how good you are as a company. If you make information like what you do, who you help, where you help, what services you offer, commonly asked questions about variety of things in your industry and space, and you make information very easy to get. You have a very clean and modern website that's easy to access on desktop, mobile, and tablet, and it has content-rich pages for people to explore who you are. That's going to do a few things. Number 1, that's the biggest thing in SEO. SEO is 80% content. So by having a great content-rich website, you have done most of what's required in an SEO plan. That means people are going to see you on Google searches underneath the map and the ad section where the website section is. They'll see you there. And then when they experience your website, whether they found you organically or it was from a referral or from a Google Maps and they ended up on your website, that website will help educate and persuade them that you are the best choice. So your brand and your website or SEO is really, really an important factor, regardless of what other sources you do. Number 4, Google Local Service Ads, sometimes called LSA and sometimes called Google Guarantee. This is one of Google's newest platforms. It's a few years old, but it's been rolling out in phases. It's been rolling out for different contracting niches. It's been rolling out in different areas. Some countries still don't have it. So even though it's several years old, it may be the first time you're ever hearing of it. You have a traditional ad platform called Google Ads, but this platform is unique. It combines some of the best features of shared platforms like Angie's and Thumbtack and other things because it has a fixed cost per lead, and it's generally speaking between $25 and $50 for contractor leads. Very, very low. But to make it even easier, it's extremely easy to set up. It requires almost no management. It doesn't require an agency to run it. We do run it for our clients, but it does not require it. It's so easy, Anyone can run it. There's no complex settings at all. And the kicker is when you get a lead that's outside of your service area or asking for a service you don't do, you can click a couple buttons and get a refund on that lead. Most advertising platforms do not allow refunds of any kind. So because of the high quality nature, the ease of use, and refunding quote unquote bad leads, this is my top ad choice. When you go there, it takes about 2 weeks to set up. They're gonna make sure that you are a legal company. They're gonna do a background check on you, the owner. Once they do that, they provide a guarantee badge for you, and they provide you the platform. About 30 minutes of setup, adding a couple photos, name, address, phone number, choosing a couple options, picking a budget, and the ads write themselves and run themselves. No optimizations required whatsoever. To number 5, Google Search Ads. Google Search Ads is the original ad platform from Google. You probably heard it called like AdWords, Google Ads. They're a little bit more complex than a local service ads. You probably will need to get a training. We created a course that's an A to Z, so you don't have to hunt or peck to try to find out what to do. But you're gonna need a little training because it's a little bit more complex than local service ads. That being said, you can still set this up in a couple days. You need a landing page so you can use your website from our number 3 suggestion. You'll need to write some ad copy. You need to create some good keywords for your area. And there's quite a few more settings to configure. We have clients that are getting 30, 40, 50 leads a week from that platform. It's a little bit more complex to set up, but because it's been around longer and it's universally shown in Google search more, it's more scalable. It also has a benefit of having more reach. Local service ads is only going to work with the top 20, 30 keywords in your area, but with regular ads, you can control which keywords you're using. You can control the radius and the audience a little bit more granularly. And because of that, you can expand your reach a little bit more easy and create a higher volume lead campaign. Now, the caveat here with Google Ads is because they are more complex, it's extremely easy to waste your money. If you turn it on and set regular Google Ads up without having a course or without having an agency or partner like me or someone like me, chances are you're going to waste your money. The value proposition is if you get the knowledge or you get the expertise, either gain the knowledge yourself or hire someone with the expertise, you're going to have a platform that's going to produce loads of high quality leads for your business. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Facebook ads. Facebook ads, I put just below Google ads because of this. Typically, Google ads, people are searching for your service, and so they are already motivated to look for what you're doing. Facebook ads are very great and they're very easy to be successful with. However, you are interrupting someone scrolling on Facebook. They are not looking for you. They are not looking for a roofing contractor or a paint contractor or whatever it is that you do. They are scrolling random posts and your ad shows up. I call this interruptive marketing. In search, it's intent-based marketing. They're looking for what you do and you just have to show up. Here, this is a form of interruptive marketing. Think about like radio ads. You're listening to your favorite radio song going into work, and all of a sudden there's an ad that interrupts your programming. Or you're watching a TV show like an NFL game or whatever, and all of a sudden there's an ad that interrupts it. Those are forms of interruptive marketing. And this is the same. I'm not watching an NFL ad to see another commercial or an NFL game to see another commercial. I'm not listening to my favorite radio station to listen to a commercial. I'm there to listen to the songs. Now, we know it's a byproduct, it's everyday life. And we see that in Facebook too. But this is the point. They are very easy to set up and very easy to scale and can produce high quality leads. But because you're interrupting people, you're going to get a higher amount of junk leads. People that are like, oh, what's this? And click a couple buttons and they become a lead. And then by the time you get back on, they've forgotten about you because they never had the intent of following up with you in the first place. So what this means is you need to be a little bit more intentful with the ads that you create, and 2, how fast you respond to them. If you wait a day or 2 or 3, they're lost. You need to respond rapidly, very rapidly, like within 15 minutes. And you need to remember that some of these, even if you do respond in that time frame, some of them are still gonna be like, oh, I don't know, I was just clicking and accidentally clicked the button. That kind of stuff is gonna happen. That being said, Facebook leads are really awesome. They're very easy to do things like before and afters. Like maybe you do a beautification service like painting or pressure washing. I can show a before and after, and those kind of things get a lot of responses. And they're very cheap and very scalable like Google ads. The only caveat here is that the lead quality tends to be slightly less and takes a little bit more of working the leads to get the results on the other end. But it is still a very, very valid solution, and I want you to explore it. And finally, number 7, print ads. Now, I know we just listed 6 digital media sources, and I'm a digital media expert, but there's some validity here in thinking about traditional print media. Traditional media is almost forgotten about these days. Everyone's taking Facebook ad this and Google ad this, right? There's a lot of power in creating good print brand stuff. Number 1, having good business cards. Easy peasy, super cheap, right? Have them, give them out to everybody. Have a good truck wrap. If you're a contracting company, you're going from person to person, it only costs anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to have your vehicle wrapped. It'll protect your paint job and give you branding everywhere you go. You become a driving billboard or a traditional form of advertising, and you'll get a lot of leads from that. Next part, you can think about postcards and door hangers. Either one, they're still just print. You can print them in bulk, give offers, a 15% off, new customer special, whatever you want to do, be creative, right? Door hangers are something you're going to want to go around and go door to door and hang them. These are really useful if you're already in the neighborhood. Let's say you got a paint job in the neighborhood. You can have a stack of door hangers and have one of your guys take 30 minutes and hit the whole area, maybe a 3-block radius, and just drop them on every door. That's really great. You could do the same thing with yard signs. You're already there, and it takes very minimal extra effort to do. So put a yard sign up, put some door hangers out, and you've got instant brand recognition and you're reaching more people. So you maybe have used Facebook ads or Google ads or something else to get that one client. Now you're using a little bit of legwork and a few dollars of print material to reach another 20, 30, 40, 50 people all around you. And it's super cheap. Lastly, in this traditional media set, postcards. So this is where you design a postcard with some sort of offer, and you use a mail service to actually mail it to areas. So this is powerful if you really know your city and you know the powerful zip codes, the high dollar zip codes. Let's say your city has 30 zip codes and you know that there's 10 of them that are the lucrative areas of town. Don't market to the whole town. Market to that side. Take those zip codes, create a postcard campaign, and hit them with a postcard. Do that once a month, once a quarter, whatever you can do, and you're going to hit those high value people with your message and your brand in an area that most people aren't doing these days. Because everyone's gone digital, people tend to forget about the old. So doing the old traditional print stuff along with the modern digital is going to exponentially increase your reach and help you get more customers. All right, guys, so that's my list of my top 7 favorite ways to get new clients into your local contracting and service-based business. A couple notes, just a broad scope about all the things. 6 of the 7 things I just mentioned were digital. The reason for that is digital is easier to track and it's easier to change. So there's digital platforms that'll show you the results. If you're doing Facebook ads, you're going to see the results in Facebook ads. So you know whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. With print media, like your truck and business cards and hangers and yard signs and flyers, it's a little tougher to track who's coming from them. Now there's some special things you can do. You can add special URLs and QR codes, special offers, discounts to mention, things like that. And you can even use call tracking software like CallRail, where you put in special numbers that are designed to forward to your phone number and track where it came from. And you could use one per type of print media you do. So that's a way to track that. But in general, the digital stuff is far easier to track and it's far easier to make changes to. Once you print something, it's locked in. I've got to use that thing or I've got to abandon that money to make it. So there's some pros and cons between the two. But in general, all the contractors and service professionals that I work with that are scaled, that are doing 30, 40, 50,000 a month or more, they're using at least a couple of those digital forms and they're using the print stuff. So think about that. Find the right channel for you right now. Start somewhere. Once you dial in a channel and get it working well, then think about adding a second. Dial that one in, get it working well, then add a third. And that's how you can grow and exponentially grow that business and get more leads and sales. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. A couple quick notes down below. I'm going to have a couple links. One of the links is going to be to the Google Ads course that I mentioned above. And that's a course that will help you get all the knowledge you need to run Google Ads for your contracting company. There's also a link to a Facebook group where we do lots of videos like this, but we also do some longer form videos that are exclusive to that group, and we provide a lot of high value training there. So check that out if you're interested. And the third is going to be a contractor scorecard. This is a resource that we provide for free for our Facebook group and for our YouTube members to help them track the results of different campaigns. So it's a Google Sheet you can copy. It's completely for free, and you are able to track the results of multiple campaigns at once and see how your Facebook campaign stacks against your SEO campaign, etc. And if you got a chance, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.